Good afternoon and welcome to the Recovering Perfectionist Mama Grace in Progress podcast. I'm Buffy. If this is your first time joining us, welcome. Nice to meet you. To give you a little bit of information about me, I'm a women's lifestyle creator on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram, covering topics such as marriage, children, parenting, as well as fitness, nutrition, mindset hacks, as well as mental health and biohacking, functional fitness, leveling up. Ultimately, I am passionate about learning information that can help make others' lives better as well as my own, and showing my children what it's like to live a good life and showing them that that's possible, and then ultimately that be part of my legacy. And if that sounds great to you, then give us a like and subscribe and keep tuning in, because I'm always on the hunt for some interesting topics that will resonate with women, right? So again, if you're a returning viewer, also happy to have you. So thanks for tuning in again, and thank you for giving us your time. And so today we are going to talk about a topic that I think affects more women than men, and that is the ability to say no. I know that there are some outliers out there that are actually able to say no. What's funny is I have trouble saying no to people sometimes, like really hardcore saying no. And so I have several friends who have no problem saying no. And so I literally look at them like they're like, wow, I just kind of wish I had that experience, but I don't know. Maybe I'll get there one day, right? So this is for all you women who struggle with saying no, and know that I too understand where you're coming from. So this is the art of saying no, protecting your peace without apology. Because why should you apologize for protecting your peace and looking out for your family and for those around you? You shouldn't. You know that gut feeling when you say yes, but every cell in your body screams, no, 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 don't do it, don't do it. Yeah. That's your peace waving a white flag because you just overrode their vote. Today, we're talking about the art of saying no without guilt, without apology, and without fear of disappointing others. That third one is a big oof, isn't it? For those of you that have trouble saying no. I know I felt that too. Because the truth is, every yes you give away costs you something. Your time, your energy, your sanity. And if you've been feeling overwhelmed, stretched too thin, or like you're constantly showing up for everyone but yourself, this episode is your wake-up call. The power of no, reframing the word. Let's start here. Most of us were raised to see no as rejection, conflict, or even failure. We were told to be nice. I was told that a lot, and it got me bullied ultimately. Don't be difficult. Help when you can. But here's what no one told us. Every time you say yes to something that doesn't align, you are silently saying no to yourself. Saying no is not a rejection, it's redirection. It's a declaration that your time, your peace, and your mental health are valuable resources, not public property. Actionable strategy number 1. Start replacing no with clarity statements instead of I can't say. That doesn't align with my priorities right now. I'm protecting my time this week. I appreciate the ask, but that's a no for me. The language you use doesn't have to be harsh. It just has to be clear. Why we struggle to say no. Let's talk psychology. We struggle to say no because 1, we fear rejection. 2, we equate our worth with how much we do. Again, kind of a perfectionism thing going on there. 3, we want to avoid conflict. Yes. We don't trust that boundaries can coexist with love. Confusing sometimes, isn't it? But boundaries and love are sisters, not opposites. You can love someone deeply and still protect your peace fiercely. Actionable strategy number 2. Name the fear underneath your yes. Ask yourself before agreeing. Am I saying yes because I want to or because I'm afraid not to? This question alone can shift everything. When your yes comes from peace instead of pressure, it becomes powerful. The ripple effect of saying no. Saying no is not just about creating space. It's about setting a standard. When you say no to what drains you, you make room for what sustains you. Creativity, joy, rest, alignment. Think about this. Every woman who learns to say no without apology teaches her children, her friends, her partner that peace is non-negotiable. You're not just setting boundaries, you're breaking generational patterns. And I will say that that hits home because I do know that I was raised by someone who had a hard time saying no, who raised other people who had hard time saying no, who told people to be nice, right? And that is not necessarily a flaw. I think rather than nice would be kind, right? Don't be a doormat, because ultimately there's a lot of people in this world who are going to take advantage, and we need to set boundaries, and we need to set firm boundaries. Actionable strategy number 3, create your no script. Write down 3 go-to responses you can use when caught off guard. Examples. Let me get back to you on that. Buys time to check in with yourself. I don't have capacity for that right now. That's not something I can commit to, but thank you for thinking of me. And I think that's probably my favorite one, to be honest. Having language ready makes no easier to say in the moment. The energetic cost of overcommitting. Let's be real. Overcommitting is an energy leak. When you constantly people please, your nervous system stays in the subtle state of fight or flight. You're trying to manage how everyone feels about you instead of managing your own peace. When you start saying no more often, your body relaxes. You reclaim your time. You start showing up where you actually want to be. And that's when you become magnetic, grounded, confident, and calm. Actionable strategy number 4, audit your energy. Look at your calendar for next week and mark green equals energizes me, yellow equals neutral, red equals drain me. Anything red, that's where your no needs to go. The guilt detox. The first few times you say no, guilt will try to take the mic. It will whisper, you're being selfish. They'll be disappointed. You used to always help. Here's the truth. Guilt is not a moral compass. It's a conditioning signal. It shows up when you're doing something new, not something wrong. Actionable strategy number 5, reframe guilt as growth pain. Tell yourself this discomfort means I'm choosing myself, not something wrong. Actionable strategy number 5, scratch that. Every time you say no, it gets easier. Every boundary you honor tells your nervous system, I am safe to protect my peace. Part 6, no is a full answer and a full sentence. You don't owe anyone an explanation. Sometimes no is enough. The people who respect your boundaries will adjust. The ones who benefit for the lack of boundaries that you've had will resist. And that's information. No is not the end of a relationship. It's the beginning of an honest one. Practical daily boundary habits. Let's wrap this up with a few daily ways to protect your peace. Schedule buffer time between commitments. Don't stack your day. Practice mini no's. Turn down small things, an extra errand, a favor that stretches you. Check your capacity before answering. Pause before you respond. Create white space days. No plans, no productivity, just presence. Use your yes like currency and spend it wisely. In closing, the art of saying no is really the art of self-respect. It's the quiet confidence that says, I trust myself enough to protect what matters most. You don't need to apologize for guarding your peace, because peace is the soil where your best self grows. So this week, I want you to practice one intentional no. Say no and don't explain it, justify it, or overthink it. Just say it and watch how your world gets lighter. If this episode spoke to your soul, share it with a friend who's learning to set boundaries too. Leave a review, subscribe, and tag me at recovering_perfectionist_mama with your biggest takeaway. I'd love to hear your no story this week. Once again, thank you for tuning in. I hope that you got some actionable strategies that can make it a little less difficult to say no and realize that you're building your self-respect and your boundaries, which is very, very important. Remember, boundaries may seem mean, but they're there to protect you. So hope you have a great rest of your day and come back and see us again soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.